Welcome in. We're going to be continuing to carve out our path towards Phallus Lake today, and we've actually come across a little group of about 6 houses, which in the grand scheme of things in Zomboid, not that cool, but in the rat race it is, because there's actually a chance if we play this carefully we might end up doing some looting today, which would be nice. It's not something I feel like I do too often in the rat race, so very exciting. How many zombies do I think I'll end today? Well, at the moment, I think our kill count is 3,113. I would love to get to 3,500 today. Not sure if that will happen or not, because I'm killing less than 100 a day at the moment. Yeah, for various reasons. So we'll have to see how we get on. At least 4, thanks, Lark. Something like that, at least 4. All right. We're loading in. Let's go. Yeah, 3,500 would be nice, I think. That'd be a nice kind of roundish number. But yeah, my goal is I would love to loot these houses that are on the way to Phallus Lake. Wait, what is that badge, Larkin? Where did you get it from? Is that a Pokemon badge? Is that what that is? Pokemon's badge. There was a new Pokemon game released this week, I think, wasn't there? I think I saw some people playing. Yeah, hopefully not a Vadon's kill. I do have a backup plan if and when, because it will happen, my Rat Race character dies. I have another off-stream x16 playthrough. Oh my goodness, FG, thank you so much for the raid. My goodness. It was FG's partnerversary today. I think it was anyway. I was in FG's chat earlier and it gave me the option to send the happy partnerversary thing, which was super cool. How are you doing? My goodness, look at all these lovely otters. FG, thank you so much for bringing your community here. You're honestly such a lovely person, and you're so wonderfully supportive of me and this channel. And I really appreciate you. Thank you. You're doing well. Awesome. Folks, please go and give FG a follow. She has some of the best emotes on Twitch, I think, personally. And she streams a huge variety of games, but tends to enjoy a lot of kind of building, management, like colony management type games as well, but also some survival as well. And you have played Project Zomboid before, haven't you? I just realised we're staring at a blank screen because I've forgotten to click go. We've actually just started Zomboid. I was playing a Steam Next Fest demo called Little Rocket Lab just now as well. Really fantastic Steam Next Fest demo if you haven't checked it out already. It's kind of like Stardew Valley mixed with Factorio or Satisfactory. But yeah, we were checking that out, and we're now moving into Zomboid to biff some zombies on the head, hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, you got about 100 hours in PZ. That's fairly decent. Yeah. There's so many of you. Welcome in. If you are new here, my name's Vic, or Miss Fadams. My pronouns are she, her, and I play a lot of different survival crafting, building, and management games. But I branch out into some other things as well. I was playing Heroes of Might and Magic yesterday for a bit too. But yeah, we're pretty chill here in the grand scheme of things. Is this a fresh character? No. So this character has actually been alive for in-game time, 4 months and 14 days. I have a neat little mod here that shows your kill count and the time you've been alive. I'm actually running... I'm running 4 separate Project Zomboid playthroughs at the same time. One of them is solely an off-stream playthrough. I've got a beginner's guide playthrough that I'm running for YouTube, edited content. And then I have this Rat Race Challenge playthrough and a Standard Apocalypse playthrough that I stream. So this is the Rat Race playthrough. Rat Race is a Project Zomboid challenge mode that has x16 the amount of zombies in the world, as well as a bunch of other brutal settings. And the goal is, it's quite unattainable for most, including myself, but the goal is to try and get to 1 million kills, to max out all of our skills, and to set up an outpost in every town. I'm probably not going to get there, but I'm going to have fun trying. You've got to run to the loo. Okay, yeah, please go take care of yourself, FG. I'll catch you soon. Thank you for bringing your peeps here. Yeah, it and eggs for the road, as it were. I've got cabbages for later. Do we have Do we have weapons? Yeah, I think we have enough to be getting on with. All right, let's do this. So, I don't know how many of you coming in with the raid are familiar with this game, but there's quite a large map. It's quite large, and we are kind of slap bang in the middle of it in a little kind of farmstead area here with some sheep and rabbits and raccoons. And the place where I'm trying to kind of clear of zombies and loot is this town here called Phallus Lake, aimed quite aptly. But before we get there, there's going to be a lot of zombies here. Before we get here, we've got to make sure that all of this road is clear, essentially. So we've cleared all down Riverside Road around here, and we've gotten to this point here. And these are the houses that I want to loot today. The 6 of them. But there's going to be quite a few zombies here. So we're trying to pull them out and bonk them on the head with our bats. Yeah. Rabbits and eggs, so it's Easter. Not quite. It's actually the 20th of November in game. But those, yeah, I'm having to take what food I can, Briar. Unlike a kind of preset difficulty of Project Zomboid that you can choose from, with these custom settings, loot and animals, and in fact most things are set to be insanely rare. So you kind of have to use what you find, if that makes sense. So I foraged a bunch of eggs, I've been catching a bunch of rabbits in traps, and I have some sheep that can make milk. So we've also been eating butter. So it's been like butter, eggs, and rabbit pretty much at this point. But usually I wouldn't spend so much time literally just trying not to starve in this game, but these settings have been pretty mean to me in that regard. So the biggest, one of the biggest threats I faced hasn't actually been the zombies, it's been starvation. Up until now. We're doing good now. We're on the way up weight-wise. Which is excellent. I don't know why, but I've managed to gain muscle strain from something. I don't know what I was doing. Maybe I was carrying around sheep milk in a bucket. Like doing actions in this game, like whether you're fighting, whether you're gardening, whether you're crafting something, it will build up muscle strain, and then you have to try and kind of manage that, if you like. So there's a lot of not just survival crafting in this game, but a lot of energy management as well. And it gets incredibly in-depth. Project Zomboid has been in development for 14 years now, a long time. And it's still in early access, and it's still going. But yeah, there's just so much to it. The graphics make it look very simple, but they are deceiving, because it's not. It's one of the most complex games that I've ever played, I think. Yeah. Do I recall correctly that you need to breed the sheep to get milk from them? Your sheep need to be pregnant or have had a baby, you compare. So if you're just spawning in the world, there's a chance that you'll find sheep that already have babies that are milk producing. But if you want to domesticate sheep and get them pregnant, their breeding season starts in September, I think. I think it's September to February. I would need to check the wiki. I know it starts in September. I just can't remember when it finishes. Yeah, the simpler the graphics, the more complex the game. Excellent saying. Like Dwarf Fortress. I've still not played Dwarf Fortress. I feel like I need to give it a go at some point. I will do one day. Yeah. Yeah, and then depending like what stage of pregnancy or birthing the sheep are at, will depend on how much milk they give you per day. Also, how happy your animals are will increase the amount of milk they give you. And there are different sheep breeds as well. I forget which way round it is. There are 3 sheep breeds, I think. One of them is better at milk producing. One of them gives you more wool. And then the other one would give you more meat, which I won't be using my sheep for meat. Yeah, pretty complex. Go play Dwarf Fortress! If you don't mind me reading wikis for a few hours, is it that complex to get started, Dane? Is it actually? Yeah, you can kind of see where my character's been. We've been killing some zombies on the way here. Yeah, usually that's my style. I like to go into a game I've never played before with kind of very little knowledge as to what's going on and see if I can figure it out. Oh, I just ran into a bush. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah, trail of zombie breadcrumbs or something like that. There's quite a few of them. It looks like more than it is. This is, in reality, this is only maybe 150 zombies. I suppose it sounds like a lot. Do the bodies ever despawn? Yeah, so I think it's 9 days till they fully decompose, Frank. Or at least it used to be. Zomboid is undergoing a pretty intense period of development at the moment, so, like, yeah, that could change at any point. Okay, let me just double check we've not got any. Okay, right. What I'm going to do is I'm just gonna sit on the ground and rest for a minute, so that we can be full fitness for fighting. Okay, resting. I do Lighthouse Simulator here. Because you have this like cone of visibility, you can see. Make sure there aren't any zombies that are going to sneak up behind me. Alright, let's deal with a couple of these guys a minute then. Yeah, I'm excited to actually, hopefully, get some looting done today, because it's been a while since we've been able to loot anywhere. When you play with x16 zombies, it really forces you to have to run out into the more rural areas of the map to be able to survive. And so there's naturally, therefore, not a lot of places to loot. Yeah. Yeah. Did I make... Yeah, I made a salad. Let's just eat that because it is nearly lunchtime. I want to keep those double arrows going up. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm actually kind of glad that we're going into winter because it means the trees don't have leaves on, so I can see a bit better if there are zombies lurking in the trees, which is a terrifying thing in Zomboid. Although, with that said, there is a chance that they could still be kind of hiding behind the trees and I can't see them, but the visibility is a bit better at least. Yeah, you start Project Zomboid in summer, in July. And we're currently in November at the moment. But with our settings for this challenge, it makes the climate so much colder than normal. So normally November wouldn't be too cold, but with our settings, it really is. It's chilly. It's a little bit nippy. Okay. We are approaching the houses. I think there's going to be quite a lot of zombies here, though. Usually, the way zombies are distributed, it's more kind of urban focused, as it were. So, yeah, if you've got a building, there's going to be more zombies there than there is in the middle of a field. Naturally. There we go. Have I found a working car? No. Yeah, cars are also insanely rare. And then even if I did, by some miracle, either find a working car or put together a working car, they produce a higher level of noise than usual. So they would pull zombies from quite a large radius. Yeah, so you have to kind of use them very strategically, I guess. I would need to do way more zombie clearing than I have done to use a car. So, yeah, we're basically just walking around on foot all the time. And you know, setting up like lots of little safe houses along the way. I'm pretty sure somewhere I have a tent. I just can't remember what I did with it. But carrying around a tent is useful so that you can kind of camp when you're kind of too far away to get home or whatever. But yeah, for anybody that hasn't played Zomboid before, if you're kind of looking at getting into the game has a couple of presets that you can pick from. Apocalypse, Survivor, and Builder, and those presets will look very different to how I'm playing now. Yeah. This is a custom set of settings that we're using called the Rat Race. Yeah. Are these higher noise, cold and difficulty settings part of the Rat Race? Oh, no, they're all part of the Rat Race. So if you officially want to take part in it, then everybody uses the same set of settings with no deviations. Yeah. But they have, they do allow for some mods to be used. There's like an approved mod list, and they wanted to, you know, be a little bit more inclusive and make the challenge a little bit more accessible to folks. So I do have a couple of mods installed that you can probably see. Hi Kit, how's it going? How you doing today? Did you enjoy Pax Romana, by the way? You looked like you were having fun with it yesterday. I can't wait to play. I did play the demo, and I was very sad to learn that it would only let me play for an hour. Yeah, I'm taking this really slowly and cautiously because my character is still a little bit underweight, which reduces our strength. So I don't want to like purposefully attract too many zombies because I'm just going to get overwhelmed. So I'm kind of fine to just wander along and kill them at this rate, I think. Old Bear, good morning. Hello. Okay, so we can see that there are houses here. The question is, how many zombies are down here? Are we ready? I'm going to pause so I can catch up with you guys. Pandarific, you always advise that new players try the custom preset Initial Infection if they want a more forgiving learning experience. Initial Infection? Wait, what's that setting? I actually don't know about that setting. It makes it sound as if you start the game with the infection. Maybe it's the opposite of that. I don't know. Yeah, the Pax Romana demo is only an hour. You can play one save file for an hour, and then you can start the clock again, but you have to start a new save file, which is a shame. But I did apply to the Ubisoft Creator Program quite a while ago, and they just haven't processed my application yet. And I did email 2 separate email addresses asking if they had any codes, but nobody got back to me, sadly. But that's the way it is sometimes with content creation. You know, you get given some opportunities and not others, and that's okay. I will just impatiently wait until next month until it comes out, and I'll play Project Zomboid in the meantime, and probably a lot of other games too. We're going to be getting the Enshrouded 7 update supposedly this month. I guess we will have to wait and see on that one. We've not got a date for it yet. How's the muscle tension? Not good. Not good. We'll probably have to like kill this little group and then take a little rest. Yeah, muscle tension, or muscle strain, sorry, not muscle tension, is at the moment my biggest hindrance to being able to fight for long periods of time. And that setting has been turned up for the Rat Race as well. Sadly, you can't switch arms for weapons. No, you can carry certain things in your other hand. You can carry like a torch, for example, but no, I wouldn't be able to put this bat in my left hand. Some weapons you can hold with both hands as well. like some axes, like long blades and long blunt weapons to kind of, you know, give more force behind your attack kind of thing. But no, you can't solely use the other arm, sadly. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be cool. It would be a cool mechanic to have where you would switch to like your offhand and it would attack, but it's weaker. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if they end up adding something like that in the game with the amount of depth they've already got in it. Yeah. Okay. We're resting. We're resting. And then whilst we're here, let's make a salad. I'm kind of sad that it won't let me add butter to my salad. Rude. So we'll just have rabbit and eggs. And I'm going to keep eating to kind of keep the double arrow up because we're trying to put on weight for the minute. But yeah, this is a little mod that kind of warns me as to where various parts of my body are suffering so that I don't have to have this open all the time. Especially with a challenge like this, you don't really want to have extra big windows open where you can help it because it reduces visibility. So I don't mind fighting with minor muscle strain, but major muscle strain is a no. Honestly, there are zombies down there, but it's not horrible. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But yeah, two things in particular will... Oh goodness, we're tired! Oh boy. My sleeping pattern must be screwed, huh? Yeah, okay, we can't fight anymore today. Never mind. Let me go home and fix the sleeping pattern and we'll come back and fight tomorrow. Yeah, the two things that can help with the muscle strain mechanic is weapon skill and strength skill. Those two will help decrease the rate in which you gain the muscle strain and it will increase the rate in which you lose it. Yeah. But if you're playing on any of the presets for Zomboid, the muscle strain won't feel quite this bad. It's just these settings that make it so much worse. Essentially, when Build 42 first came out, this is the muscle tension, the muscle strain settings that we have. And then shortly after Build 42 came out, they actually nerfed the muscle strain. I think it went from a factor of 1 to 0.6. So, oh, hello. So ours is, I think it's set back to 1. I think it's something like that anyway. I forget exactly the numbers. But yeah, I really don't like fighting when we're drowsy. It doesn't end well usually. So, that's okay. We'll just go chill back at the base for a little bit. Go check our traps. I've got some cabbages to put in them. We'll eat some more rabbit and egg salad. Yeah, I really miss Project Zomboid multiplayer, but I honestly don't think I could go back to Build 41 now. I think I've just kind of come to the acceptance. I'm waiting for Build 42 multiplayer. But yeah, I really do miss playing with friends. Okay, let's take a little break and then we'll run back. Give multiplayer. Oh, did you see that Zomboid has some new official merch out as well? Looks so cool. They've got a hoodie, they've got a new Spiffo plushie, and they've got some glow-in-the-dark pins as well. Yeah, I put a link to... No, I think Panther put a link to it in the Zomboid channel in Discord. Sarah. Yeah. Yeah, I added a bunch of them to my throne. Okay. Yeah, I reckon if we rest up now, we can run all the way home. Yeah, if I'm in the safety of my house, we can probably just kind of stay up a bit later so that we're more tired and then get a proper night's sleep. Because getting tired at 3 o'clock is not great. Not great. Wait a minute. I thought that was a survivor zombie. A lone survivor zombie, but I don't think it is. I think it's just a regular... just a regular backpack wearing one. Never mind. Mood. Hi, Alastair. But yeah, close to the houses where we're trying to loot, there is a house kind of on the other side of the field. Opposite that, there's a house that I know I have cleared and made safe. So ultimately, once we can get to that house, we can use that as a temporary base. But at the moment, it is just easier for me to run home every day. And also, I have my sheep to milk and my traps to check. Yeah. Am I following the road because it's the safest? Yeah. So at this point in the game, when the erosion rate kicks in, you get all of the trees and bushes regrowing. See how slow I am when I run into them? Yeah. That's not great. This all used to be just kind of barren farmland besides the hay bales. So I guess a job for winter for me, once I can... I mean, actually, I've made an axe now. I've made a wood axe. Is to like come through and essentially just chop all of this down. But I do need a lot of wood anyway for carpentry, so I'm kind of waiting until these trees grow a tiny bit more. Because at the moment, if I chop these down, I'm just going to get twigs pretty much. But I think these ones I would get 1 log from. But yeah, as much as possible, I'll stick to the roads, especially for fighting, because you don't want to back up into one of these and get stuck when you're fighting. But I do have to cut through this field to get back to base. Our erosion setting is actually decreased, so trees, grass, etc. grow back twice as slow as they would normally. Which is nice, because honestly, having them grow back at the normal rate is just too quick. Nobody needs that many trees in their life. Okay. Yeah, let's just go like sit in the house and eat some salad for a minute. And then we can go check our traps. There we go. We need to clean up the rabbit corpses on the floor as well. Right, sit on the ground. Eat the salad. Yeah, we want that double arrow up. Let's see, if I eat the salad, will it come back? Yeah, there we go. And then make the next. Need to pick this up again. Proper playthrough this time. No Louisville chaos start. On my other playthrough I'm doing, I have a pretty much standard apocalypse playthrough, and I spawned in West Point, and I'm like making my way into Louisville, and I'm going to try and get into the heart of Louisville, which I feel is something I'm never going to be able to get done on this playthrough. Yeah. Get bones from rabbit. Just to kind of tidy it all up off the floor. So the raccoon blood has disappeared from the floor. Interestingly. I like how I can just do this while sitting down. I don't know if am I ever going to need all of these bones? Maybe. I need to get some more storage up in here, really. I need to build some more boxes. Because we're running out of room. I can definitely make... I can make a short blunt weapon from the animal bone. Although now that I can make short bats, there's no point in doing that, really. There we go. Yeah, let's go check on the traps. We might as well. Probably go and pet the raccoons. I don't think we pet them today. I've got a couple of baby raccoons that I'm just keeping in here. And a couple of rabbits. Tiny raccoon! Pet for happiness. There we go. And also animal skill. I mean, I have so much food and it's really easy to get food for them. So I figured we might as well keep them. I just don't want them to like breed so much that they become a problem and crash my game. Right, pet the rabbit, pet the baby raccoon. These have actually grown pretty quickly. I swear, like even a couple of days ago in game, they were way smaller. There should be one more rabbit somewhere too. Yeah, there. There we go. Don't misclick on butcher. No, it now has a warning saying, are you sure you want to? So you don't accidentally do it. All right, let's go check on these traps. See if they've caught anything. I think we can only catch rabbits and raccoons, I think, for the rest of this month, because at that point we're not going to be able to forage carrots anymore or cabbages, which is the bait we need. So at some point, oh no, broke the trap. At some point I'm going to want to start actually just putting the rabbits into the enclosure so that they can breed over winter. Okay, add bait. Oh, I don't want to add my butter. Where's the... Oh no, the cabbage has gone stale. Okay, I'll add the potato. That's sad. Yeah, there's no point foraging right now. We're too tired. We're raising them for food, yeah. So with our settings, they take 4 months to give birth, though, and my character was at like a dangerously low weight, so I was kind of forced to trap and eat them. Over-trap and keep them for breeding, but we've got butter production on the go now, so we're okay. We're doing all right. Yeah. Why a pet raccoon, Colin? Why not a pet raccoon? They're not massively useful for anything, but I just think they're cute. I was forced to have to eat a couple of raccoons at one point, but we're doing all right now. Oh, my house is freaking out. Okay, lock the door so zombies don't come in. Excellent. Well, since the cabbage is stale, I can still eat it, funnily enough, so I'll put it in the salad. Why the hell not? We'll eat another one before bed. There we go. I might have to do a little bit of foraging in the morning for cabbages and carrots. Also, our food spoils much quicker than normal as well. Sadly. On top of everything else. Is there anything I can put in this in the fridge? Like any seasoning? I want to keep hold of that, so no. Alright, we've got a bit of time before bed and it's still light. I'm going to work on something that's actually quite boring before bed. Which is reloading. Like a way to level your reloading skill is just to hit R continually and insert and eject your gun magazine. It means when we're eventually ready to use guns, we're going to be much quicker. So we'll do that for a minute and chat, I think. But yeah, 750 XP until I get to the next level. And I gain 1 XP every time I press R. Because usually what you would do is if you're trying to aim reloading, you would just level it whilst you're using your gun. But because ammo is so scarce, you kind of can't just rely on that. Do PC characters get attached to the animals and suffer when you make them kill or eat them? No, they don't. But there is a mechanic where if you were to butcher an animal near to other domesticated animals, they will get stressed. That is a mechanic. But your character, no. Doesn't affect your character. Also, your character can pet an animal once a day. to regain a tiny bit of happiness if you have the unhappiness moodle, which we don't. But yeah, guns would be like one of the last things I properly use. But yeah. Yeah, other animals get stressed. They get stressed when a zombie's near. They can also get stressed if you just make loud noises too. Like, I remember having my sheep go mad at me because I was chopping trees near to them. And they like broke a fence in their pen. Yeah. Yeah, books are scarce as well, so not really much in the way of XP boosts, sadly. Yeah, this is the Sims soundtrack. There's like a little bit of an ongoing joke in the Twitch Zomboid community where I've had this happen to me many times where people will come into your stream and have never seen this game before. And they'll say, hey, you playing The Sims 1? Because it kind of looks like The Sims 1 gone very wrong, I guess. My torch is pretty much out of battery as well, so it's going to be dark for a second. But it kind of creates the perfect juxtaposition, I think. You know. Yeah, when it gets to 9 o'clock, we'll go to bed because we're actually pretty damn tired. Yeah, there isn't... There are some kind of mental break mechanics. Nothing really happens if you're... Like, devastating happens if your character gets too stressed or bored or sad. But it just usually affects your ability to do a few things in game. It will affect your ability to sleep if you're too stressed, for example. If you're, like, the more sad your character is, the slower everything you do in game is. Which isn't great if you want to get stuff done fast. Or if you're fighting. Your character can get bored. I actually don't know what boredom really does. If it makes you sad more quickly, I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, we're going to go to sleep. Hopefully we're not going to get a night terror. We only killed 30 zombies. And we did put on a kilogram yesterday. Oh, we still woke up at 20 past 2 in the morning. Blimmin' hell. Sleeping pattern is absolutely balked. Okay, well... I guess we're going to have a morning salad then. And milk the sheep. You wonder if they reduced the boredom from being indoors. You feel like you don't get bored whilst indoors as much? Yeah. As long as you're actively doing something indoors, I think you're okay now. It used to be even if you were like doing carpentry indoors, you'd get bored. Okay. So rabbit salad and stale cabbage. Because that, oddly enough, adding like a tiny bit of stale cabbage into the salad gives us a bit of happiness. Weirdly, I can't find the door, guys. Right, I have the tiniest bit of torch battery left. Let me out of the room! There we go. Yeah, we desperately need to get torch batteries. Somebody was talking about getting batteries from car radios yesterday. There is actually one car near to here that I haven't checked that we could check. Which I might do. Okay. Okay. Let's milk the sheep. But if you're out, yeah, if you're outside in Zomboid, you don't get bored. Weirdly. I guess your character's probably too worried about being approached by a zombie to be bored. But inside is a different story. If you stand around doing nothing, you'll get bored. And there it goes. Battery's gone. Sheep's milk, 4.1 litres. Excellent. Excellent. We'll definitely have enough to make some butter with today. Let's pet you and milk you. Milk. How much milk are we going to get from you? Haha, no pun intended. Hardly any. What about you? All of our sheep are pregnant now, though, which is pretty exciting. Okay, we've got 4.2 in the bucket. We need 5 to make milk. To make butter, sorry, not milk. What about you? You get the joke, Sarah. All right, there should be one more. The ram's inside, I think. I think this is the ram. You're the ram, right? Yeah. Pet. Why are you going outside to pet the ram that's inside? What are you doing? What the hell? Okay, we're petting the ram through the wall or through the window. We're petting the ram through the window. No, we can't milk the ram. We can give them a pet, though. And that will help increase our animal skill. But yeah, there is another sheep. I can't see where they are, so we might have to wait till it's a bit lighter. We did get, okay, 5.2 litres, so we can get another stick of butter. Let's go check on the traps. As I say, I apologise that it is so dark at the minute. Sunrise is in like 1 hour in-game. Yeah, let's go check on the trap. Boy udders and girl udders. Okay, we have trapped something with a potato. What is it going to be? Check trap. Have I got... Oh, finally! 1 point into trapping. Do you know how long I've had to wait to get that? Holy crap. We have a rabbit. If this is a female rabbit, we should pop it into the enclosure at this point. Ready for winter. Does time for daylight change according to seasons? Yes, although I have noticed that sunrise seems to happen at the same time, Briar. But sunset will change according to the season, weirdly. From what I've observed, anyway. Like, it seems as if sunrise is between 5 and 6 in the morning, regardless of season, from what I've been able to tell. Okay. Right, are you a female rabbit or a male rabbit? You are a swamp rabbit kitten female. Drop. Baby rabbit! Okay, we'll leave the baby rabbit in there. Oh, here's the other sheep though. Here's the other sheep. Pet. Milk. Okay, the tiniest bit of milk. We don't actually need to make another stick of butter today. We can do that another day. I'm just going to put the bucket on the ground. There we go. And yeah, we're going to set off and run all the way back to where we were fighting and hopefully last a little bit longer without getting sleepy. No, that's not too NFS, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, here we go. Look, you see that the sun's rising now. But yeah, we can, I mean, I say we can stay out less and less as we get into winter, but honestly, just with my character's sleeping pattern, we usually end up having to go home early anyway. So funnily enough, I've actually picked the wakeful trait, which means we need less sleep. So really, my character only needs like 4 hours, usually 4 or 5 hours now. But that has a habit of making our sleeping pattern fall out of sync a little bit. And ideally we want to be awake in the day so that we can fight. But there we go. More time for activities. You see, Tater Tot, usually there would be, but because I don't have any heckin' batteries for my torch, like, once it gets dark, I'm like, I can't do anything. I can't see anything. I think it's good. It's good to be self-aware, Infinity. I think it's a skill a lot of folks in general lack. You know, and being considerate towards others on top of that as well, you know. It's a good thing. Exercising? I suppose you could probably exercise in the darkness in Zomboid, but the way that exercise fatigue works in Zomboid, it's not useful to exercise right before you go to bed, because the fatigue kicks in exactly 12 hours after you've exercised, and you don't want fatigue to kick in when you're awake. Which is why when I do exercise in Zomboid, I usually do it around midday, and then I make sure I'm in bed before midnight, so that the fatigue happens whilst I'm sleeping and I don't notice it. Yeah, you don't want to be fatigued from exercise when you're outside. It reminds you of the pre-car days of Zomboid. Have you thought of positioning cars along your path for resting? Oh, Tater Tot, with the settings we're playing with, coming across a working car is so exceedingly rare. Oh, chairs! Yeah, no, chairs for resting are fine. Honestly, though, they've kind of buffed resting slightly. You don't have to really rest as long as you used to, it feels like. So there isn't as much need to post like chairs everywhere compared to what they used to be in 41, if that makes sense. In build 41, people used to carry piano stools around in their bum bags and then whip out the piano stool to sit on when they were fighting. A piano stool does not fit in a bum bag anymore, apparently. But yeah, the biggest issue I'm having isn't the lack of fitness. It's the muscle fatigue. That's the biggest thing that's stopping me from killing more than 100 zombies a day at the moment. I mean, I'm able to run pretty far as well without getting the exerted moodle, as you can see. Nerd. Morning, Kiri. How's it going? Oh, hello. I wasn't really expecting him to be that close, but whatever. We'll deal with him. Hi, Penny. Penny always does this. She like comes in and meows at me at the worst possible time. I can't give you attention right now. There's too many zombies to bit. You don't half pick your moment. I know, you're very cute. I can see you being cute out the corner of my eye. Oh, she's going, meh! Alright, give me a sec. Come on then. Why aren't you napping? This is your nap time. This is your nap time. Hi, Reza. Penny is good, thank you. Do you know she's put on 0.7 kilograms since I took her to the vet. She needed to put on a bit of weight. She's a very small cat. I am so proud of her. You put on weight, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah, maybe she feels my stress increase with the zombie killing. Maybe. Yeah, if we don't do Penny cuddles, she will start causing chaos and mischief, won't you? Oh, you love your chin scritches, don't you? Yeah, she's usually sleeping now. Not gonna have a nap. You want cuddles instead? You can have cuddles. She will, sometimes she will just sit here whilst I'm playing, but usually she wants me to do chin scritches. Silly ants! Thank you for the prime, Reza! Yeah! Hopefully if you do a little refresh, it will remove the ads for you. A new neighbourhood kitty came to your porch this morning. He looked cold and skittish. You're going to put out a box and some treats for him, hopefully. I hope the kitty's okay, Johnson. Yeah, I wonder if it's a lost kitty or a stray kitty. I guess, I don't know what it's like in the States. Like in the UK, you can take a cat to the vets to have their microchip scanned to see if they belong to anybody. Yeah. Oh. Are we gonna... Oh, okay. I think you want to nap here, don't you? Okay. Right, if you're gonna nap there, I can probably make this work, Penny, if you just... I'm not gonna be able to always give you chin scratches, though, is the thing. You can have them for a second. I'm gonna try and, like, squeeze her between my lap and underneath the desk. There is a gap that fits her. Come on. Okay. And then I can still biff the zombies. Ads wouldn't stop even after a refresh. Ugh. I'm sorry about that, Reza. Okay. Right, I'm gonna have to sit slightly further back on my desk, Penny. But I think we can do this. Let's have a look. Right. Sit down. Rest. Oh no, not again. Oh, she's playing with the drawstrings on my hoodie. Right, can we not do that? Thank you. Go to sleep, kitty. It's nap time. Yeah, she likes to play with the drawstrings on my hoodie when she's on my lap. Don't you? Alright. We're nearly rested. There we are. Yeah, we had like a random group here. But this happens because of the migration settings we have. Like, zombies are pretty much moving around the entire time. So you think you've cleared out an area, but no, you haven't. Essentially. Oh, we're going to liquid cat onto the floor? Is that what you're doing now? Okay. Okay. Right, we've got a couple more here. Okay, that is a broken weapon. Ow, Penny, no. Right, come on, you get down. She's in a playful mood. She's trying to, she's literally trying to follow my hand when I'm using the mouse, and she's trying to bat it. I'm good at, she's gone now. Hopefully she'll nap. How's the rat race? I mean, I never want to speak too soon, but so far it seems, today it seems okay. I've kind of said to myself when my character does die, I have a different times, like custom times 16 playthrough I've been doing. So I'll probably like bring that onto stream and do that rather than start a new rat race. I think once this character dies, I'll be done with rat race until 1.0. Because it's taken me like a long time to get to this far. I don't think I have it in me to do all of that again in the current conditions. Your migraine's called Jeff. You got a migraine though? I'm sorry for Zerp. I hate migraines, man. I get muscle tension migraines sometimes. Okay. Yeah, muscle tension's kicking in and we've only killed a couple of them. And there's a couple of cabins up in the woods here, but I'm not... Yeah, there's like so many trees. I think it would be so risky just to try and loot those because it's like 2 little cabins. In fact, it's 1 cabin and then a shed, I think. I would rather like focus my energy on going to this collection of houses. And there's every chance that with these houses we're approaching, when we do come to loot them, that there's going to be nothing there. At least nothing useful. It's a face a migraine could have. Jeff. Oh, we've got a reanimator! I see you. Yes, our zombies have a chance to reanimate too. That was a zombie we got the nightstick from. But they count again towards your kill count, I think. Which is nice. What on earth is that emote? That second one? I can't quite figure it out. It looks like some kind of demonic hippo. But I'm not entirely sure. Well, there's a second one, Jeff, as well, is it? Is it actually? It's pretty dark. Okay, well, as long as it's, like, not too NFSW or triggering, then you can. But if you... I will let you use your discretion. If you think you shouldn't, type it in chat. Looks like it's rabbit salad time again. Here we go. Someone decided to extrapolate the concept of jack-o'-lantern onto a turkey they were preparing. Oh, so that's like a photo of an actual turkey. Interesting. I mean, if they were preparing it for dinner anyway, and it wasn't the sole purpose that they took the photo, then I'm sure it's fine. Alright, I'm gonna make another salad. Use this opportunity to let my arm rest a minute. We've actually got quite a lot of rabbit in our inventory. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be possible to loot these houses by the end of today. But even if we kind of get there sooner rather than later, I'm not going to loot them right until the end of stream. And I'm going to just try and pull out as many zombies as I can, I think. To make it kind of as safe as possible to be able to loot these. Okay, that house is looking okay. Doesn't mean the other ones will be, but yeah, it's not looking terrible. I don't know how many's in here though. There could be a lot inside of here. I think it's some kind of like mountain bike trail through there. I think that's what that is. Okay. Okay. Please form an orderly queue. Yeah, we'll have to do this group and then we're going to have to sit back down again. The muscle strain is real. I think I might have some black sage actually in my bag, which is good because that is Project Zomboid's natural pain relief. You can forage it, although I think come December you won't be able to forage for it anymore for the rest of winter. So we have the pain. Do I have Black Sage? Maybe I don't have Black Sage. Maybe that's my other playthrough. Dang it! I don't have any painkillers. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. It'd be kind of cool if you could swap arms, but then you would opt to have whichever hand your offhand is. That would be like weaker for damage output as a kind of compromise. Yeah, I shouldn't really be fighting with this muscle strain, but I'm going to just try and walk away from those in a minute. Yeah. Ambidextrous, or that would be... Can you imagine how many points that would be worth, though? That would be... As in how much it would cost? It'd probably be quite high, wouldn't it? I mean, what we can do is, if there's like just a couple of zombies like this, like spaced apart, we can like push and stomp. I just don't like doing that when there's too many of them. Well, you can't really do it when there's too many of them. I mean, we are technically like using the bad arm as well, but... Fucking hell, why is the aim all off there? That's what happens now when you're trying to fight a zombie while stood on top of another live zombie. It can get a bit janky, and I need to remember that and not do it so much, quite frankly. Is that Lizard coming in with the lizard bits? No, it's Panther! Panther, thank you for the bits. How are you? Whenever I hear lizard, I automatically assume it's lizard. Okay. You working and lurking today? I hope the work day's going okay for you. Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing any exercises at the moment. I'm trying to get my character up to a regular weight. What the game perceives as regular, I guess. And then at that point we can start integrating exercises around midday. But right now, not so much. Hey, lesbian next door, how's it going? It's Friday and government inspectors just arrived, so you're hiding out in your office to stay out of the way, under the radar. Hopefully they don't come in and ask you too many questions. Man, inspections are so stress-inducing, aren't they? I remember my dad used to be a secondary school teacher, and like the stress he used to go through when they were preparing for their school inspections, which was done by a company called Ofsted. For those that are in the UK, you might know. Yeah, I used to get so stressed. And then the places I used to work within the hospitality industry, it's like when you had surprise inspections from the health visitor. I mean, I was always quite chill about it because I knew that I was pretty clean, but my bosses would always freak out. This is surprisingly okay, because the way that zombie spawns work is that zombies that are outside... I like how that zombie opened the window for me. Zombies that are outside are set in the world, but zombies only spawn within buildings once you get super close. That's why I'm like going up to the buildings now, just to like make sure that they're spawning in. I'm so excited to loot these. A dead... I say I'm so excited to loot a dead rotten rat. Yeah, I think they do, Sarah. I think sometimes the windows are too difficult for the zombies to get open. But yeah, the fact that at least for a little bit the trailer zombies has kind of slowed down, it just means it means that I can rest my arm. I mean, this is still quiet compared to what we've seen. I can hear zombies breaking windows now. Okay, I'm gonna lead them back onto the road, I think, because I don't know, like, how many zombies are in this house, for example. They could all just, like, break out or climb out that window and flank me, which I don't want to happen. So let's just bring them up here. Here we go. Oh yeah, I don't know if we'll get to 3,500 today because it's a bit slow on the kill front. We're killing like 60 a day at the moment. We need like 100 kill days, really. Just like all the crawlers. Okay, some of them coming in from that side. Driving on this road is gonna get bumpy. Oh, these bodies will long be gone by the time I'm ready to drive up this road, don't you worry. We won't have them to worry about. They'll be gone. In fact, what am I doing? Let's... push and stomp where there's only one of them. Because look at that pain we're in right now from the muscle strain. Honestly, if I can just get one more point into strength and into short blunt each, that will honestly just help massively. I don't know how far we are off each. I should probably take a look at that. Hello. Hello. And short. No, short blunt, not short lung. Short blunt. Close, but not quite. Hi. Hi, Ben. Hi. Yeah. Did you roll the short blunt yourself? Sure. Wow, you're all on the same wavelength. Hang on, let me pause the game. Okay, we're like slightly over halfway there to... Oh god, I've just itched all the eye makeup off my eye. Why did I do that? We're more than halfway there to short blunt 7. And then strength, we're not even halfway. Well, we are pretty much halfway to level 6. As soon as I pick up exercising again, we'll be sailing. Man, I'm gonna have to go and redo my eye makeup. I've just like put my hand in my eye and itched it. It's so silly. Why did I do that? Why? So we've got 1, 2, 3 houses here that don't look too bad, but how bad is it further down? And also, how bad is it behind the houses? Like, I'm going to want to clear out more of these. Yeah, it's a little bit worse down there, but nothing terrible. Yeah, I can hear zombies, like, trying to break out. But yeah, I think this is doable today. We've also got all these bodies to loot. Okay, here we go. Let's round some of them up. Slowly but surely. I really can't wait till we're at a point where we don't have to like stagger the fighting out this way. I do miss the days of Build 41 where you can just pull in large conga lines of zombies and just bam, bam, bam. You could do that relatively early on, whereas with Build 42, you've really got to build up your strength skill and your weapon skill. Oh, that's not good. Wait, how are we doing? I'm just going to keep eating these rabbit salads because honestly, the rabbit's going to go bad before I'm able to eat it all anyway. But yeah, I can still add stale rabbit to a bowl and it will still give us like a little bit of happiness at least, rather than just eating it plain. Well, we're going to hit 3,200 today. I haven't actually updated my score for the Rat Race leaderboard. I'm going to do that at the end of today's stream. We should go up by 1 place, which I think puts me in 38th, which is... I don't know. I'm 38th in the rat race, everybody. 38th, I tell you. Things taste better in bowls. Bowls equal happiness. The most underrated item in Project Zomboid, the humble salad bowl. Oh my god, please just fall over. Thank you. I need to rest my heckin' arm. That is hundreds of thousands of places above you as a non-average, non-rat racer. I like to check these as I go past because I often forget to loot those. Oh no, there's like somebody that's like just out on the floor there. I'm not going to push them over, but I'm going to push it. I'm going to like hit and stomp for a minute. Unless they... Oh, never mind. Unless they all start coming at me. Keep checking behind me around here because I know that there's zombies in these buildings. I know it! Yeah, getting all the ones on the outside first before we do anything else. Okay, I think we're at major muscle strain again. Yep. Just can't win. Just kind of taking a little wander around here. Little, have a look. Have a peek. What is the... Okay, so that's good. At least behind this house, there's like a big open field. That's good because we can be more aware of what's coming at us from the east. If placement on the rat race ladder equals age in years, does that mean a newborn will one day beat you all to it? Wait, my brain can't even comprehend that right now. I can't comprehend what you're saying. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Ben, I'm going to have to explain to you why Automod held your message, because it's kind of funny. So Automod held your message because of the word forehead, which we have set to be held by Automod, because I have a big forehead. We all know this. But sometimes people will just come into my stream as first-time chatters to spam the word forehead. And so we had to, like, block the word. So you're fine. You didn't do anything wrong is what I'm trying to say. Yes. No, I quite literally am losing my hair. I kid you not. I'm having an issue at the moment. My hair falling out. So it's a thing. It's a thing. Oh my goodness. A rotten taco and a grill brush. Aren't I lucky? It might have been for peen. No, funnily enough, peen wasn't the word that got caught. I should actually properly read your message though. Hang on. Like I kind of skimmed over it. Wait a minute. Let me just get these guys. So somebody once told you the zombie hordes would roll you. You grabbed the bluntest tool in the shed. They were looking dead and green as you struck your ball peen. And you carved in their entire forehead. What a poem. Round of applause. Excellent. What's the title of the album? I think it was Claire's stream, Milk Toast Claire. There was a joke that because the amount of zombies that she kind of killed in a row on the roads, and somebody said, "Oh, that looks like a corpse carpet." And I think it was Claire was saying, "Oh, that would make a good album title, or a good band's name, Corpse Carpet." Like I don't know, a death metal band or something maybe. All right, using my foot to stomp. Okay, we've got a couple coming in there. Corpse Carpet would be a grey zombie slaying song anthem. It would. Someone needs to do it. All right. Yeah, I reckon in-game day tomorrow. We like try and grab as many zombies from this surrounding area as possible before we loot. Oh yeah, that was the taco. I'm kind of scared to like shout or anything, but maybe we should. I don't know. Honestly though, this is not terrible. I almost like want to bring... I want to see if there's like anything in that barbecue, for example. See if there's like anything we can carry back with us. Rune, how's it going? Hello. I can hear zombies. Where are they? Oh, hi. Hey, what have you got stuck through you? That looks interesting. Is that a table leg or something? I'm not quite sure. I don't think it's going to be anything massively useful to me, sadly. Not like a sword. Right, that's risky, Vic. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't fight over the top of zombies. Right, I'm going to walk away from them and rest, because my arm could also do with the rest. And then we'll fight them. Yay. I need to take a break. That's what I need to do. I'm looking at the time. Shame you can't change which arm you swing a weapon with. Yep. Maybe one day they'll bring in a mechanic for it. Or a trait would be cool. Yeah. Like on a regular save, Apocalypse or a Survivor or a Builder, the muscle strain's really not that bad. But with our settings, it's been turned up. So that's why it's affecting me so quickly. Oh my goodness, it's nearly 6 o'clock in game. Hell yeah. Okay, they've reached me. I see them. Yeah, we're gonna get sleepy pretty soon. Like when that sleepy moodle kicks in, we'll run home. But I'm gonna try to keep fighting until then and clearing as many as possible. Right, do not like fighting from that angle. I much prefer north, south, east, west rather than diagonal. Oh, there's a crawler there. Interesting. Yeah. Jason, good morning. How's it going? Crawler. Yeah, I kind of want to see if I can get to that barbecue. Because if by some miracle there was a can of propane in there, that's going to be heckin' heavy. Yeah, it's a game balancing reason, I guess, that you can't use both arms. Like, I understand it. And maybe it's on the cards for the devs to implement it as a mechanic down the line, but... Yeah, they want to... I guess the devs want you to focus on not just the fighting part of the game. They want you to, you know, manage your energy when you're fighting and look at some of the other cool things that the game has, like the crafting things, the cooking, the farming, the animal care, all of that side of things, right? But yeah, the zombie apocalypse is going okay. It might not look like it, but this is good progress. Yeah, I'm gonna do just quickly check this on the way past. An empty plastic bottle. Ugh. Oh, that's so sad. Nope. Oh, I can see a box of garbage bags. That's actually huge. I think that's a box of garbage bags. That's huge because then we can actually start building rain collectors. So when it does rain, which is rare, but when it does, we will... be able to set our sinks up. I can't remember if we have. We do. I'm pretty sure we do have a pipe wrench as well. So and we can build a log staircase, a jack. Oh hell yeah! That's kind of random thing to have in a bin, a car jack. But when we get to do mechanics, that's pretty sweet. Oh hello. Yeah, I think it's starting to get dark, so let's just run home. We will try focus on, like, making sure the houses are empty of zombies tomorrow, and then we'll loot the day after. Is this game just a survival, or is there a completion point? No, it's completely open-ended, completely sandbox Jason, which I know some people struggle with because they need some form of linear progression in order to kind of maintain interest. But Zomboid is very much a make your own goals type of game. Whenever you start a new save file, the game tells you this is how you survived. So essentially it's saying you're going to die at some point. Some people focus on trying to like max out certain skills. Some people try to survive for as long as they can. Others try to get their kill count up as high as they can. I can't remember who it was I was watching recently. Again, it might have been Claire, but I can't remember. But it could have been Alison. But they were saying how, you know, one way to kind of get over, I guess, or a new way to think about the idea that you're definitely going to die on your run at some point, right? With the whole like lack of permanence issue is imagine that each Zomboid run is its own story and you are a character, and every time that story is in some respect going to be a little bit different. You know, some stories are long, some stories are short. Like, get into the storytelling of the game. Like, not from a content creator perspective, but just as a player. You know, have a story going through your head when you're playing it. And I really like that idea. You know, start naming your characters, not necessarily after yourself, but make a character, you know. Yeah, I think that's a really cool way of looking at it. Thank you so much for the follow, by the way. We do anonymous follows here. They're very much appreciated. Yeah, it's getting dark. We're probably not going to get home before it's completely dark, unfortunately. How are we doing for weight? Oh, we're losing. Okay, salad. I can't make salad when I'm walking, can I? There we go. Have a couple of bowls. Yeah. Yeah, make your own adventure, exactly. Now, Zomboid is very much that type of game. It's incredibly in-depth, though, so there's lots of things you can choose to focus on. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could take the time to kind of hone certain crafting skills and just build your own base from scratch rather than taking over an existing building. That's something I would love to do in multiplayer, is just to build my own house. Crank my masonry skill all the way up. Find some cute wallpaper and floors. You know? Is there any salad in your salad? I mean, okay, what makes a salad a salad? Here's a question. Because at the moment I've got 3 bits of rabbit in my salad. And that's it. But yeah, it's getting dark. Like in the summertime, it will start getting dark 2 hours later than it is now. So yeah, once again, I apologise for running around in the pitch black when we come to it. But yeah, it still makes sense to me. Whilst we're able to like start making butter, it makes sense to me that we do run all the way back every day. And we're also getting our running skill up by doing this, so it's not like completely wasted time. Yeah. Wait, why are we making salad in air that's minus 270 degrees Celsius? Why are we doing that? Make sure I can actually see where we're turning right now. When you don't have clouds in the sky at night and the moon's out in Zomboid, it's not actually too bad at nighttime, but otherwise, yeah, it's pretty rough. Like, I actually have the cat's eyes trait as well, which means I can supposedly see better in the dark. So you can imagine what it's like without that trait. I would say in build 42, cat's eyes is a non-negotiable for me now. It doesn't really affect the lighting much. When the power's gone out and you're inside, it's still going to be pitch black, but it definitely helps when you're outside. For sure. Even just a little bit. Yeah, we're still actually... I'm surprised we're not tired, to be honest. We're still going to get home at a decent time. We can make up some salad before bed. And then check on our trap and our sheep in the morning before going out and biffing some more zombies. What's the longest I've survived? About 6 months. And funnily enough, those runs never ended per se. Those runs simply came to an end. One of them was in build 41 and then build 42 came out, so I moved. And the other one where I'd survived 6 months was in build 42, but I then abandoned that to start the rat race. And that save file still technically exists, although it's a much earlier version of build 42, so I don't know what kind of state that save file would be in at this point, if it would even work at all. You really, in between each Zomboid patch, you really need to make sure you're loading in your saves. Because I found that a lot of people are having issues with their saves if they haven't tried to load into their save for a while and several patches have gone by. There seems to be more issues. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping that rat race, at least for time survived, might be a personal best for me. We'll have to see. But yeah, look, this is pitch black. Pitch black. Okay, salad time. Yeah, this rabbit has gone stale, so we kind of need to eat it before it goes rotten. There we go. Yeah. Long time and you've not seen my channel on your page. Last see my channel when you played Ark. Oh, Sarah, hi, welcome. Yeah, I still stream Ark every now and then. I'm playing on Valguero at the moment, but I'm probably only going to get to stream it like once a week because there's so many other games that I also play as well. But yeah, I still play Ark, just less so than I used to, I guess, when I was doing a lot for Ark Survival Evolved. Yeah, we're now out of rabbit. I do have butter, however. Streaking through on your birthday, Soulstar. Happy heckin' birthday! Are you doing anything nice with your day? Happy heckin' birthday. 81 zombies killed. That's the most zombies killed in a while in a day. I didn't even gain an entire kilogram though. Heck. Heck. Alright, I think I'm probably going to go and take a break now. I'll be honest. Sarah, this is Project Zomboid. It's a survival crafting game set in 1993 Kentucky. It's particularly brutal. And it's, despite its graphics, it's incredibly in-depth. Yeah, it's one of my favourite games of all time. Oh, Soulstar, you've got COVID? No! I had COVID on my birthday once as well. And I used to live in a house share, and my bedroom was on the bottom floor facing the street. And I remember on my birthday when I had COVID, my best friend came outside the front of my house and sat and had dinner with me through my window, my bedroom window. Oh, I hope you're feeling better soon, though. I hope you're looking after yourself. COVID can be pretty rough, can't it? You're going to try out Project Zomboid, Sarah? I don't know if it's got any money off at the moment. Sometimes it's in the sale when Steam has a sale and stuff. It is very different to Ark, though, I will say that. And it does have a very steep learning curve. But if you are thinking about picking it up, I also have a beginner's guide for Project Zomboid, which is incomplete and I am working on. But it has 6 episodes so far, which might kind of, you know, help you get to grips with the game. Might be useful, I would say. Jason, you're trying to catch a queen bee in Ark. What map are you on in Ark? Because on some of the maps on Ark Survival Ascended, the bees just fly around free of a hive, which makes things a little bit easier. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Infinity, for the YouTube link. Yeah, I got some people chatting on the YouTube chat as well. But yeah, I'm just kind of like sat with my hot water bottle at the minute. No hug commands. No, I should get one, shouldn't I, Reza? I appreciate the virtual hug, though. Thank you. But no, I don't. I guess I don't. Yeah. What was our weight doing? It's okay at the minute. 3:30 in the morning. Okay. Let's go check Let's go check traps and milk sheep. First and foremost, I think. Because we've only got 8 days left in November. There isn't... Wait, is there a 31st of November, chat? Or not? Or does it only go to the 30th of November? That is a good point. We've only got 8 or 9 days left of the month. And that means only 8 or 9 days of foraging for trap bait. It's only 30. Okay, so that's 8 days. I've got 1 potato left to bait the trap with. Potatoes aren't the most effective bait for rabbits and zomboid, but they can catch them. We did manage to catch a baby rabbit with a potato. Let's hope it's a rabbit and not a raccoon. Oh, it's a raccoon. That's okay though. We can add it to the rabbit and raccoon pen. For sure. Who knows? We might need to eat the raccoons one day. But yeah, I guess we will, as soon as it's sunrise, we're going to do a little bit of foraging. Just to get a bit of extra food to keep us going, because we can't just eat butter, sadly. There we go, another raccoon drop into the pen. There we go. Do the raccoons stay in the pen? You thought they could climb fences? I think once they're domesticated, they will, as long as they don't get scared. So I think if they become stressed for whatever reason, they probably can still climb out. But they're not wild, they're domesticated when you catch them in the trap, so should be all good. Okay, pet the sheep. Milk the sheep. How much are we going to get from you? 0.1 litres. That is the newly pregnant sheep, so it's not going to give as much milk as this one will, for example. This one should give us a little bit more. Let's have a look. 5.4. Okay. 1 litre. Two litres. Still going. Holy crap. 3 litres? 3 litres. Four litres? Oh my god, my bucket is full of milk. I literally can't do anymore. That is insane. Okay, well, we get to make at least 2 sticks of butter today, so that's good. Yeah, so they will stop. I think they stop producing milk eventually, but honestly, Infinity, I'm not 100% sure because I've never made it that far with my livestock. So yeah, it requires some sciencing on my behalf, I think. But I think they do. I'm just not sure at which point they would. When their baby gets to adulthood, maybe? I'm just waiting till it's bright enough and then we can churn the butter. Now, because it's annoying, the butter churning menu is so big, I need to have a sheep in view because I rely on the sheep alarm, as I call it. The sheep start running around before you can hear a zombie, and that's how I know if there's one nearby. But yeah, one of my winter things I want to do in winter is to kind of barricade up this barn, put a proper door on it, and make it into a kind of slightly safer crafting area that I can put my butter churner in, maybe some drying racks and things like that. I'm hoping that what we saw in that kitchen counter in one of those houses was in fact a bag of bin bags, because if it is, then that means we can make ourselves some rain collectors. Of course, they're not going to fill up with rain over winter because that's not a thing in Zomboid. If it's snowing, it's snowing, but it would mean we'd be prepared for spring, which would be nice. And I think between the troughs and what's left in the house, we will have enough water to kind of get us through winter, at least. Okay, 1 butter, 2 butter has been made. But yeah, this sheep here still has milk to give, I think. Oh, we only managed to make 1 stick of butter. For some reason, although it only requires 5 litres of milk, you need to have 5.1 technically in your bucket. I'm not sure why. That's just the way it is. So I still need to make that second bar. Okay. 5.5. Oh, only like 0.1 litres. Would I suggest playing this on controller or mouse and keyboard? I mean, if you're able to play with mouse and keyboard, I think personally I can imagine it being a lot easier with mouse and keyboard, but it does have controller support. And if you're the type of person that kind of prefers to use a controller or needs to, for whatever reason, then it has that support available, which is pretty cool. You can also play it on Steam Deck, apparently. But yeah, there are, especially with the combat, it can be quite fiddly and intricate with where you're aiming and pushing and hitting. So for that reason, if you can use a mouse and keyboard, I think you'd have an easier time picking up the combat elements of the game. Oh, don't wander off that way. No, I need to be able to see you at all times, sheep. But yeah, we've got 3 sticks of butter now. We're building up a stockpile. But what I'm going to do is, on the way, we're just going to do a little bit of foraging in the farm field. Yeah, at this point, I think we're going to be able to make 1 stick a day, which is awesome. Yeah, we're going to forage. Forage. We're going to search for crops in particular. We need bait for our traps for a few days, so ideally carrots and cabbages, potatoes, fine. But I also need just something to eat alongside my butter.
Dizzledivs just subscribed for Just Bits a stream.
Joe
You can help a
Dizzledivs.
streamer like Miss Vadams stay caffeinated and stop halibut coming out of her bum, breaking her laptop by tripping on air, get burned to death by the sun, charge her mouse.
When did I
watch
get
food
burnt to
content,
death?
Stream a better, or stop choking on her
What
own
game
saliva.
was that?
Support a streamer today.
Oh, poison berries. No. J Dizzle, 44 months. Thank you so much for the resub and for sticking around for this long. And the dramatic fart, of course. How could we forget? Thank you. I love that I don't even need to look. And there are a couple of folks that come in and like they have a sticker that they post, and J Dizzle's one of them, and I just know it's you before I've even looked. I might have to explain the halibut story. You know how you can catch halibut in Stardew Valley? Well, I was trying to fish for a very particular fish, and I was getting really annoyed because all I was catching was halibut. And there is a saying in the UK where if you have a lot of something, it's like coming out your ears or it's coming out your bum. Coming out some kind of bodily orifice. Oh, potatoes, fantastic. So I think I'd said, I think there was just a standalone 2-second clip of me saying this. I've got halibut coming out my bum. And of course somebody clipped it. I'll have to see if I can dig it out. But that's that story. This happens when you clip things out of context. To be honest, I don't think there really was a context for it. But there we go. Right, I foraged spinach and a potato. So we've got some more trap bait if we need it. Is that comfrey? Oh, yeah, let's go. Cabbage. Who would have thought I would have been so excited for cabbage? Cabbage for the trap. Excellent. Soap! You have no idea how happy I am I foraged soap. That means we can finally clear the raccoon blood off the lounge floor. Oh, come on, bee. Okay, radish. I guess we're eating radishes and butter today. Radish, butter, and spinach. But yeah, I'm just going to forage through the entire length of this field. Another cabbage. Excellent. That's 3 days worth of trap bait. Which is awesome. Lovely. Right, let's see if we can get to 3,300 today. A skull? A centipede? Dogbane hemp? I actually need dogbane hemp at the moment. We need to make a bunch of twine to make drying racks. Tomatoes? Alright, that's enough. Oh, we need breakfast. Let's eat half a stick of butter for breakfast. Delicious. It's probably going to make us a little bit sad. Oh no, we're fine. We're fine. But yeah, I reckon we're gonna, I mean, realistically, probably got like 2 days, in-game days left for this stream. I'm gonna have to finish slightly early today because my Sainsbury's shop is due anytime between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock this evening, so I need to be ready to receive that. So realistically, we can probably start looting those houses towards the end of today. Oh, I still have rabbit salad. Spinach. Tomato. And radish. And then we can just eat butter the rest of the day, I think. I obviously don't want to put the cabbage in there because we want to use the cabbage for the rabbits. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to see what loot is here. I'm trying to think what we really need. We kind of need a bit of everything, to be honest. I mean, ideally books is like always, I feel like the #1 thing that would be useful right now. We have most tools to help get us through winter. We have a saw. We have the ability to make axes now, like wood axes. But yeah, any books would be useful. We're doing okay for food, so we don't need to... I'm not really that bothered about tinned food and stuff. I mean, it'd be really nice to get, you know, the bin bags would be good. Like a box of nails, a box of batteries. Holy crap, that would be amazing. Yeah, batteries would be good. But yeah, I guess we'll have to see what is there. We've got, I don't think it's 6 houses. I think it's like 5 houses in the shed or something. A box of boxes, that would be a bit trolling. But I'd take it. Tag went hi. I hope you're good. Oh my goodness. You got the start of the ad right at the end of the TTS reading the halibut line. Perfect timing, Vincent. Absolutely perfect. Box of batteries, please. I mean, that would just be the best. Yeah, I mean, I know I should be saving batteries for the military base, but that's never going to happen, let's face it. And I'd rather just improve my stream quality by having a torch at night at this point. All right, coming up to the houses. I guess, like, anything like tongs, you know, like any metalworking stuff would be nice as well. Because I should imagine once we really get into the depths of winter, we're not going to be able to come too far away from base because we're going to get too heckin' cold. So we're going to be doing a lot of crafting things around the base, which is kind of why I wanted to come out and do this now. Like, I don't know if we're going to get to Clear Palace Lake before, I think January is the coldest month, but we can at least carve away there to make it easier for when we do attempt it. Yeah, we're going to have to also think about checking a lot of these bodies once the area is a bit more clear too. You can make a primitive torch. There is a recipe for it, but I think you've got to find the magazine or the piece of paper with it written on or whatever that is. Which I actually don't know which magazine that is. Okay. Right, let's do this. So I want to go through the entire estate again to make sure we've not had any zombies kind of come out into the road. Like this guy. And then we're going to try and bring the zombies out of the houses. Yeah, I'm sure it is more than just a stick or rag. Oh, you're on about like a basic kind of primitive torch, right? Yeah. Fair. And then what I'll probably do is when we're ready to actually loot inside the houses, I'm probably going to turn the music off temporarily so I can just really hear what's going on. Set the zombies on fire with a cheeky biff. Then inevitably that probably like break your torch. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I did see we had a couple of basements in here. Obviously can't do basements because we don't have a torch. Alright. Yeah, I mean, looking okay. Should probably check around this. There might be some zombies in the woods here that we didn't grab. Oh, zombie just opened a window. Here we go, look. They're coming out. Okay. It's kind of nice when they all open the doors and the windows. Oh, they broke the door. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, coming out of the trees. Coming out of the woodwork. Quite literally. Got a zombie coming in at the side there. And muscle strain already. Look at that. Heck! There's a few stragglers coming in. Yeah, I think these are mainly zombies either from this bit of woods or from the houses. Really dislike it when they're like that. Please be in a line, thank you. Please and thank you. Clearly they're not British zombies. No, they don't know how to form an orderly queue. Honestly, I might start having a look in some of these houses, because also it's just kind of dawned on me. And my character's not that strong, so we're not going to be able to carry an awful lot home with us in one go. So yeah, let's start sniffing out what zombies are in here, I think. Yeah. Everyberry, hello, how's it going? I'll have a little rest though. I don't really want to shout or use noisemakers here for the time being. I don't know if that's the best strategy or not, but I mean, I guess if something happens to my character, it happens. Oh, I'm sorry, Everberry. That's nice that you were able to be there for your friend, though. To support her. I'm going to turn the music off, chat. Just so I can kind of hear better if we have any zombies in these houses, if that's okay. Okay, well, there's already one guy here. Excellent. Not even in the house. Okay, so they crawled out the window. So I think the downstairs is fine. Don't know about the upstairs though. Okay, back door, front door is locked. I will always, even when we think we've checked to see the coast is clear, I'll always try and use a door over a window if I can. Okay, we can't. Okay. Gonna have at least one battery in here. I mean, I know zombies can open these, but it will just buy us even a second of time. Okay, nothing there. Let's check upstairs first. Nothing in the bookcase. There's hopefully going to be a battery in there. Okay. Right. We're in. No zombies are currently in the house. I did see we do have some things here. We have... Oh! Well, would you look at this? An entire thing of caffeine pills, painkillers, tweezers. That's some nice loot. That's some very nice loot. Nothing in there. Pants, sport pants. Nothing in the bookcase. And then it's the battery. I think it's just the battery to check. Is that Girl Scout cookies? Girl Scout cookies. Okay, we have another battery. Let's go. We had another battery. There's nothing in those. There was nothing in there. All right, first house done. First house done. Let's go mark that off, shall we? First house has been looted. Nothing makes you appreciate tweezers like a zombie apocalypse. Exactly. Honestly, battery, caffeine pills, and painkillers and Girl Scout cookies is really excellent, actually. With our loot settings, it is really excellent. Was there any water in the toilet? Yes. We're not short on water, though. All right, let's check the perimeter of this place, this house, next. Yeah, I'm going to keep the music off whilst we're doing this completely. I think we're safe. Doesn't mean we are, but... Oh, also, of course, there are house alarms are a thing as well. And it actually makes me want to strategize this a little bit more. If there are house alarms and we know that there is a house over here that has bin bags in, we should prioritize that house. Because if one of these house alarm goes off, we're screwed. Quite frankly. Yeah. Oh, basement there. Honestly, even with the torch, not doing basements yet. I will mark on the map that this has a basement, and then one day in the future, we can come back. But today is not that day. Oh, there's a radio in here. Maybe another battery. Okay, we're going in, chat. We're going in. Just double check. We're okay. That's just a normal book, but fine. Got the battery. Box of garbage bags. Canned potato. Toilet brush. Last but not least. All right, there, box of garbage bags, absolutely 100% worth it. Let's mark this down as having a basement as well. Lovely. Your cat is finally taking to the dog bed from prior cat. Oh, that's lovely, Ben. I don't know about where you live and stuff, but where I live, it's starting to get colder now, and we had quite a hot summer. And I feel like Penny is now taking to her beds that it's getting colder, whereas she would prefer to sleep on the floor when it was warmer. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Yeah, basement is in this house here. Okay. I don't know what else is in the other houses, so we can now just loot them in order. We also got a can of potato from there. Wait, did I not get that battery? God dang it. God dang it. But yeah, those painkillers and the caffeine pills, so good. We should fill up on water as well. Whilst we're here. Yeah, kind of like gold dust in Zomboid. Oh, there isn't a battery in there, that's why. Oh well. Oh well. It was cold and it's warming up, so the opposite. That's interesting. Oh, that was close. This is why I'm running out of the houses. Running, because the game will grant you one free shoulder tap from a zombie, regardless. And then after that, your chances get worse and worse as to if you're going to get knocked down by them. So if I just run, if there's just one like that, then I'm less likely to get caught. Okay. Let's check this house. All around the outside. Oh, I can see potential books on the bookcase. Nice. This also has a basement. And it looks like there's some stuff on the kitchen shelves. No zombies there. Or in there that I can see. Okay, I think we're going to go in.
A turtle made it to
Oh
the
my goodness.
water.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Made me poop myself. Nothing in there. Let's just check these. Nope. Nope. Nothing in there. Comic book. An eraser. I mean, I'll take the eraser, but sad there's no skill books. Oh, there's a book on the side. Is this going to be a cooking book, maybe? If I can pause the game, so something you can do is if you've got your inventories open, you can pause and it gives you a chance to like look through stuff in safety, which is quite nice. A muffin tray. Oh, it's the worst book. Cooking 1. There is a jar of rotten tomatoes and there's an empty jar. I'll take the empty jar. Okay, so nothing great in that house. Never mind. You win some, you lose some. Honestly, the garbage bag's absolute gold dust anyway, so regardless of whether there's loot in any of these remaining houses or not, it was all worth it, I think. You love the way that after 4 months, they're still suggesting that zombies have clean underpants. Ugh. All the brains they've been eating. Another basement here. As well. Have I ever played Infection-Free Zone? No. I'm guessing that's some kind of zombie apocalypse game by the sounds of it. You guess if they don't have any digestion and their corpse is stiff, that they're not even their skin sheds. Yeah, but if they're eating brains, the brains, even if the brains aren't getting digested, they've got to fall out somewhere, right? All right, we checked around this house. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like trying to open that. And the way that the like side of the wall like comes up because it blocks your view. See like this? That's kind of scary. I don't really have a choice though. If I want to get in here, I have to open a window or smash a window. Oh my god. I mean, there's one more window, and this is actually probably the safest window to try and get through. Can I just say, what did I say? Literally, what did I say about house alarms? And I said, I'm not going in this house until I've been to the other one. I didn't go in here because I was like, is there going to be an alarm? Right, well, that's all the loot we get for now. And the worst part about this having an alarm is the fact that our path to Phallus Lake is now balked. We're going to have to go the other way. We're going to have to go the other way. There's no way we're going to be able to walk on through here now. This is going to... You watch. We'll come back here tomorrow, or we'll begin to come back here, and it will be absolutely swarming. You walked outside the door of your base when the alarm went off and jumped in your seat, and you're not even playing Zomboid. And also, a lesson learned. I really do need to get better at this. Looting bodies. We should be looting bodies as we go. Because now I'm going to have to like very quickly see if there's anything useful. Like normally house alarms aren't like too terrible, but in Rat Race they are. Honestly, screw this. I'm just getting out of here because this is about to get swarmed. Yeah, I mean, I did clear out quite a bit. The thing I'm worried about is this corner here because I set off the chopper event up here. So if there's still a bunch of zombies there, they're all going to be like coming in that direction. It's a zombie survival city builder. Ooh, that sounds kind of fun. I can't remember exactly what the pull radius is for an alarm, but it's pretty gross. Here we go. I mean, if there's like one or two, we'll try kill him, but... I think there was, yeah, they're all... Okay, let's get out of here. I'm changing my mind. I'm changing my mind right now. Fuck. I should have taken a little stamina break. Oh well. There's every chance as well that they're going to get pulled from... that they're going to get pulled close to our base too. Oh well, we'll just have to come back and re-clear it all again. More zombies for the kill count, I guess, but yeah, I'm slightly concerned, not gonna lie. But yeah, the radius in which they get pulled is nuts. Okay, we're just gonna have to try and take every chance we get here to rest. Otherwise, we're not gonna make it back. Hi, Grumble Bump. Hello. At least we got the bin bags and the painkillers and the caffeine tablets. Look, they're still coming, so the radius is still catching here as well. Can you see? And this is really close to base. Like, this is still the radius. Like, when we stop seeing zombies coming in, then we'll know where the radius kind of finishes. Yeah, I'm kind of concerned for my base right now. Not gonna lie. All right, quick. Rest. I can hear a zombie. I'm just going to kind of pull myself out the way of those trees a minute. Maybe I didn't hear one. Oh no. Okay, I think this is... Okay, this is like the edge of where the radius is, so... This. That's nuts. That's nuts! Oh... Okay, let me just try and kill a couple of these, because they're getting a bit close to my base now. But yeah, we will try and push back through here and just kill what's there. Ultimately. There we go. Oh, that was rough. Eat half a stick of butter, please. Yeah, let's rest up and run home. Welp. I mean, what we could do is, actually, if we know this is the edge of the radius, I might just try and kill a couple of them. Because we've got a little bit of strength left in us. Shouldn't be a shame to waste. But yeah, I'm kind of sad we couldn't finish looting those. Never mind. I do need to register where that alarm was, and I'm going to put my music back on in a minute. Okay. So which house was it? It was that one, right? It was that one. Alarm. There we go. Okay. I'm going to put Sims back on. Yeah, I'm going to walk back this way and just drag a few down to kill, because why the hell not? We're going to have to start sooner or later. I don't know why. I just had an inkling that that house had an alarm. And it did! But yeah, bin bags, Girl Scout cookies, painkillers, and caffeine pills. That's okay. The bin bags are pretty big. Because that'll be, I think there's 20 bin bags. So we can make multiple rain collectors. And I'm pretty sure, as I say, I'm pretty sure we have a pipe wrench somewhere. And we're a high enough skill in carpentry that we can make a log staircase. So we could actually plumb some sinks in the house. And then in spring, when it eventually rains, they'll fill up. Yeah, hey Cooper, happy Friday. How's it going? Caffeine, please. Pills. Yeah, they're all gonna have gone that way, but let's just see if... Yeah, look, you can see them being pulled from this field. Look. See? Gosh. To be honest, it's gonna get dark soon. But we can catch a couple here. I don't know if I can fence fight them, because they're all coming in at the same speed. On the rat race, they're not variable speed zombies. Oh, what have you got? An umbrella? Or a spear? Okay, remind me that we need to get that spear out of that zombie. I have seen zombies with umbrellas stuck in the back of them before. It is a thing. You're miles behind on your apprenticeship, but you're so good at procrastinating. Is that like a thing that you have to study for outside your work, Kuba? Or do you do it kind of whilst at work, if that makes sense? Oh my goodness. Okay. I think I bit off more than I can chew. I'm just gonna like walk past these trees in a minute. Yeah, it's getting a bit dark. Please form an orderly queue. Thank you. Alright, that'll be it for the day. Get a few extra kills in before bed, why not? You're meant to have the in work, that would involve being organised. It's funny, in my life, I'm way more organised in my video games than I am in my real life. Or, not my real life, I don't really like using that term. My offline life, let's say. Yep. I'm not going to use the torch just yet. I'm still going to try using it sparingly because we've only technically got one battery more at the moment, which isn't really a lot. How are we doing for weight, by the way? Okay, we've still got 2 arrows up, so the butter's doing well. Yeah. Once you've got a cleared area, is there a downside to having a fire going on inside the base? I mean, you could leave a fire burning if you wanted to, but it would only burn for a maximum of 8 hours before you'd need to refuel it, so there's kind of not much point leaving it on whilst you're gone. It doesn't, like, warm your base up for when you get back. The warming effect is kind of instant, so you might as well... Unless you're trying to save on, like, I don't know, you're short on sticks, so you can't light your fire. But, I mean, if you can power your house, then central heating's a thing, but I'm pretty sure it is anyway. But we can't power our house, sadly. So that's not going to work for us. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and keep running back to the house. Oh shit. This is not good if there's zombies in this field. Okay. I take it back. Fuck, guys. This is really not good. I'm actually gonna bring them up to the fence. I'm just gonna walk back. I really need to preserve my energy. Oh, this is scary. You're never safe in the rat race. Really keeps you on your toes, even more so than usual. But yeah, I'm just gonna... That's crazy, because that means that the radius from the alarm has gone all the way back to my base. Which is kind of mad. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna see if I can like pull them over to the fence. It just, I mean, even if it's just one of them, it just helps with energy. Can I turn the music off again? Fuck! This is not good, chat. This is not good. Oh. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the lady impaled by the spear. Yeah, remind me in-game tomorrow when we're up that way. Hopefully we survive the night. And, we will, collect that. Okay, well, I'm able to lock my doors and we have barricaded the windows, so if a zombie tries to break in, I have 3 ways I can get out of the house. Just double check there's like no zombies have made it in the house somehow. In fact, what am I doing? Let's just rest on a chair. Okay, we can eat some more butter. I'm going to rest fully and then we're going to go out and check our trap. And then hopefully, I know we're sad, we'll go pet an animal and not be sad. Hopefully we can then just kind of scout the area and see how bad it is. Oof. Yeah, I'm going to keep the music off for a bit so I can hear better. If you play in your own settings, you can respawn with a new character in the same world if you like. Yes, absolutely. It's just with this challenge, we can't do that. Yeah. So it's still kind of permadeath though, because you lose your character. You don't get them back. You lose all your skills, all your kill count, all your time survived. Okay. Okay, let's see what's going on up here. Animals aren't spooked. That's good. Let me pet one of you to get rid of this. Oh yeah, there's a mod. There's a skill journal mod, which you can use to restore some of your XP back. Yeah. I don't know if it's still there for build 42. I assume it is. Yeah. No, so your base will still exist in the world. Your loot will still exist in the world. And you can even create a new character within the same world and go back and find your old zombified self. If you want. And then re-loot your body. Yeah, this is kind of terrifying to know that that alarm is pulling things even beyond my farm. So we're going to have to spend tomorrow... I don't even know if we'll get back that far. We're just going to have to be making sure this area is clear. Okay, that's still baited. Yeah, we're going to have to... I'm terrified to go to sleep. Could be natural migration. It's unlikely that there's that many random zombies. Very unlikely. Not completely impossible, though. Just quickly check around the house again. Yeah, over the winter, I want to make a log wall that's going to run around the entirety of the house. And just at least kind of secure this bit a bit more. I mean, it would be too much work to do one around the entire barn and everything. I mean, I'll secure the barn itself as well. Okay. All right. I think we're just going to have to try sleep. Because we're tired. At least we have a heckin' torch now. We should double check for zombies. I don't know why they would be in here, but I'm kind of nervous now. Only 47 killed. Only 47. Okay, we're still gaining weight, but we still need to eat better. And then if we pet an animal and wash our face, we can retrieve back some of our happiness. Celine, happy Friday. How's it going? What if we turn an alarm on the other side of the map? You don't get to pick the alarms that go off, though. That's the problem. The alarm picks you. I'm so happy with these garbage bags. I'm going to put them there. That's such a lovely find. Let's have a look. Canned potatoes. Oh yeah, we got a car jack as well, which is actually quite nice. We got some soap so I can finally clean the blood off my floors. Dogbane hemp can go in there. Empty jar. Even recreational books, they can be stored over here. Where's to put the car jack? I'll just put it on the floor for now. I haven't really been storing vehicle stuff anywhere. Honestly, I'm gonna... Actually, no, I can't really close the curtains because otherwise I'm not gonna be able to see anything. Soap can live in there. Seeds are going in here. Okay, I think we've sorted through most of the things. I want to keep hold of everything else. A leash. Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, let's check traps, let's do sheep, and then we'll check damages zombie-wise. That's the plan. But yeah, for now, I'm just going to keep the music off because I'm like, I don't know, I'm nervous after that. Wait, we're summoning Gandalf? Why are we summoning Gandalf? Thou shalt not alarm! Too many syllables, though. The Balrog rolls over, curls a wing around its shoulder and mutters, 5 more minutes. I feel the Balrog, I really do. That was me this morning. 5 more minutes. It was not meant to be. You're happy to report that Jeff has been perished? Oh, you got rid of your migraine? Hell yeah. That is awesome news. It's funny because you got rid of your migraine and my muscle pains have started creeping in for Zerp, which can be an early sign of a migraine for me. You've passed Jeff on to me. I've got pre-Jeff. No, in all honesty, when I finish stream, if I run myself a hot bath, take my painkillers, go and lie in a dark room, I'll be fine. I'll be grand. Okay, the animals aren't running around like wild, so I'm going to use this opportunity to do the milking and stuff. And do the petting as well. To get happy. Okay, milk. We've got 0.6 in here. This is going to be the sheep that gives us like 4 freaking litres. I don't think it gives us 4 litres daily, surely. No, I think it must give us maybe a couple of litres daily. I don't know. I don't know. Right, you're the ram. Pet you. Yeah, Jeff is a big problem. Migraine's called Jeff. Pet. Milk. Okay, there's 1.6 litres in the bucket. How much are you going to give today, sir? Oh, 0.1. And then there should be 1 more sheep. And then we can get to checking those zombies. Checking zombies. Okay, 1.7 in the bucket. Man, if this sheet could give us 4 litres, then we get... I don't think it will, but if it did, yeah. I think like one of the sheep produces a lot one day and then less the other day. So I guess a stick of butter every other day. That's half of what we need. Okay. Yeah, so I need to forage and we need to check for zombies. That's what we're doing today. We're going to do what we did relatively recently and just try to cover the kind of surrounding fields. Make sure we're going to be all right. I mean, that actually looks fine, to be honest with you. Oh. What's that? A heckin' bone? That's not a crop. Look at that foraging radius, though. Isn't that nice? Yeah, I do need a few bits of foraging. because we can't just survive off butter alone. My idea through winter is that we're going to survive off butter and berries, hopefully, because we can still forage berries throughout winter. Luckily. What's that? Oh, hello. Small punch and chisel set. That might be useful. Not a crop, but I'll take it. Some tomatoes. Okay, I'll put the music back on. I think we're okay now. It's just like when you really, I mean, you need to be listening all the time in Zomboid for sure, but especially times like that. And it's dark and you're trying to make sure your house is safe to sleep in. Okay, radish. Yeah, this is technically farmland, so we're more likely to find crops in this field anyway. Oh, lavender. But yeah, I genuinely can't believe that the pull radius was as far as our house. Luckily, we've got most of the zombies around our house. Yeah, foraging first thing in the morning is the best time. Mallow can be used as a seasoning. But yeah, I think it was just a few stragglers this end. Not bothered about bugs. Oh no, here we go. You see, look, they're moving. Hi. Get out of my farm. Please. Let's see if we can get to 2,300. No way we're getting to 2,500. But that's okay. I just need to be really careful when I'm fighting in this field that I don't back up into a bush. That could end very badly for us. Or a hay bale, for that matter. Okay, there's one there. Okay, there's one up there. Yeah, I can't believe it pulled it from that far. Actually, let's make ourselves a salad for the road whilst we're sat here. Tomato, spinach and radish again is what we're going with. And mallow. And lavender. Oh, I can season my salad with lavender. That's kind of fancy. There we go. That should outweigh the sadness that we get from eating butter. You guess all the zombies are wanting to come and get lessons on breaking and entering. Wait, breaking and entering? They want to break skulls and eat brains. That's what they do. Oh, okay. Another bat has broken. I don't want to place the item. Ugh. Okay. We should have a nightstick now. There we go. Yeah, there's like just a few stragglers in this field. I don't, again, not really confident using noisemakers right now to pull them to me. Because I don't know how many there are in this area. But yeah, I think we're just going to walk up this road a little bit today and just try and kill what's there. I need to go back and get that spear. Con, how's it going? Happy Friday. Yeah, it's the second alarm we've had this so far, and considering the amount of houses we've looted, it's kind of sad. We've hardly looted any. Yeah, the spear was along the fence line, quite close to this field, wasn't it? Let's just see if we can grab anything in this field before we leave. Food-wise. Oh, hell yeah. Cabbage. Yeah, I want to take as much of this as I can. Oh, rose hips are nice. They don't expire. And save those for winter. Caterpillar. Radish. Mushroom. Sticks. Not really fussed about sticks or plantain. Okay. Let's get out of that menu because I've got a feeling we're going to start seeing some zombies. What we should do is loot the bodies, throw the things on the roads for later. Okay. But yeah, if the zombies have been moving towards the alarm, they will probably be a bit further away, but some of them kind of got re-aggroed to me as I was running through, which makes me think... tie-dye shirt. We might see some along this road. Okay, salad time. Add a mushroom. Honestly, it's not looking too bad. Anybody ever make cabbage steaks before? No. Do they absorb like a lot of the flavor that they're put in? Cabbage would go lovely with butter in an empty saucepan. Yeah, Zomboid's like super finicky about what you can and can't put in different vestibules. Like I had like a bag of split peas that had like 2,500 calories in or something. I was like, yes, I'm saved. But my character couldn't eat them because I didn't have a saucepan. I had a roasting dish and I had a different type of pan, but no. Because I didn't have the saucepan in particular. The game was like, nah, bruv. Okay, there are zombies down there, but there's one literally hiding in a tree that I'm going to grab. And there's one here. And then we'll get that little group. Spear zombies right there. Let's get the spear now before I forget. It's a spear with a steak knife and it's got full durability. I mean, it's probably still going to be shit, but I'll grab it anyway. Yeah, got it. Thanks for that, Ben. I got it. Okay. Are you a park ranger? Okay, there's a park ranger here. Remind me to check their body. They're a little bit bloody, but they might have... They're more likely to have cool things than a regular zombie, I guess. Park ranger zombie. Okay, what have you got? Nothing in the holster. Okay, nothing. Worth checking, though. Worth checking. More zombies. Zombies of the corn. That's why I'm always like moving around in circles, because you just don't know what's going to come up behind you. Okay, we're all right from that direction. Yeah, I think we're going to get to 2,300 today. Oh, what have you got stuck in you? A massive stick? Okay, remind me to check that zombie. I'm pretty sure it's just a steak, but it's in a wooden steak. Not a food steak. That'd be a rather interesting item to see inside of a zombie. It's actually a tree branch. That's hilarious. They've got a tree branch stuck in them. You know what? Let's just sit down for a minute, rest the arm, make a salad. All the rest of it. Tree branch. Not that we don't have those absolutely bloody everywhere, you know. Resting. Finish resting. Okay, we're still putting on weight. Let's just prep another salad. Ready? Bit of road salad. Radish. Lavender. Mushroom. I'm only making the salads for happiness purposes, not for hunger, really. Just so that it kind of balances. Out eating the butter. Now I'm not picking up the stick. we don't need the stick. There's still a zombie here. A single zombie, but that will be the zombie that comes and bites us in the bum if we don't deal with them. So we've got to do it. Even if it's just one. Okay. Yeah, I think this is going to get messy up here because we actually pulled the chopper ages ago now. We pulled the chopper into this field up here. And any zombies that were left in the top of the field will now be being pulled towards the alarm. So, yeah. That's going to be nice, to say the least. It's like having to redo this entire clearing all over again, pretty much. Oh well. Think of the kill count. Here we go. Starting to kind of drift in. Okay, this nightstick is doing a little bit more damage than my wooden bats, so we might be able to fight for a bit longer with it. There we go. You've had a cabbage steak? What did you have with your cabbage steak, Kiri, when you had it? Oh, hello. Oh my goodness, there's so many. I don't even dare look behind me. Well, not so many, but more than I'm willing to handle right now. I will admit. We're at 3,300 though. Okay, what we could do is we do have painkillers now. which might help a little bit. Because we're not at major muscle strain yet. We're nearly there, but... They will just increase our damage output slightly and maybe help us a little bit with this mess that we've gotten ourselves into. There we go. Yeah, taking that has really helped. All right, 3,309. Yeah, let's just have a little sit in the road. Oh boy. Yep, this has hindered our progression. Well, we could walk the long way round, I guess, to where we need to go, to Phallus Lake, but to be honest, the zombies will be kind of being pulled from that area too, so whichever direction we approach it from, there's going to be an issue. Yeah, I guess that is kind of like more of a reason to really try and clear places out more fully before looting, because then if there is an alarm, there's going to be less zombies getting pulled in, maybe. It's a kind of strategy. Oh my goodness, this is not good. This is like stragglers. Oh, yeah. I can't really deal with a large group. We'll have to do the good old push and shove for a little bit. Okay. Painkillers again? Might as well use them. I have sleeping pills if we're like struggling to get to sleep because of pain. So I don't need to kind of save them, as it were. Might as well use them. Even though they're so hecking scarce. But yeah, I am just so pleased that we went to that other house to get the bin bags before setting the alarm house off. Oh. Are linkies a no-go? Yes. We don't do links in our chat. If you want to share something though, like if you want to share recipes and stuff, if you want to, of course, no pressure. But we do have a Discord and there is a cooking channel in there. Yeah, we're pretty active in that. Lots of food photos, recipes, that type of thing. Do feel free to put it in there if you'd like. You just found, looking up cabbage steaks, a recipe for loaded ones with cheese, chives, sour cream, and bacon. Holy crap. That actually sounds really good. And you could probably really easily make that vegetarian as well by just missing out the bacon. Did you know that smoky bacon flavor, you know how you get like smoky bacon flavored crisps and stuff like that? That artificial smoky bacon flavor, at least, that's vegan. You can buy bacon frazzles. They're a UK type of crisps. And yeah, they are vegan. Which is pretty interesting to me. That's a thing. Okay. Couple more coming in. Let me see. We're hungry. I'm gonna eat. How much butter have we got left? Actually, 2 sticks, 1.5 sticks. I'm gonna eat half a stick now. Bacon, if you will, vegan bacon. Bacon. I feel like if there isn't a brand called Fakin that is vegan bacon, then there needs to be. Yeah, okay, so at this point, I'm going to make the decision to go home because I've got a muscle strain. Yeah. I feel like really we just need... How far away are we off that next point in strength? We're actually quite a ways away. Yeah. It's just slow going. Yeah, I'm just gonna go home. There's just too many for the time being. We'll just do a little bit every day, I think. And look at some crafting things. I kind of want to check, before it gets too dark, I want to check around the other fields of the base just to make sure that there weren't any extra stragglers that we might have missed. Okay, little rest. Oh dear. Yeah, that muscle strain is mean. And the thing is, if I were to switch weapon types now, I don't think I have any skill points in the other weapon types. It would be so much worse because it's directly correlated to your weapon skill, right? So the higher your weapon skill, the slower you gain muscle tension, muscle strain, not muscle tension, and the faster you lose it. And so if I go to any other of my weapon skills, for which I have 0 points pretty much, yeah, it's going to be so much worse than it is with the short blunt. So we're going to have to go through that pain all over again when switching out to the other weapon types, essentially. Sigh. But hopefully by that point, at least, we will have gained more strength, which will help. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of happy with this field. This field's fine. It's the one to the north of us with the trap that I'm more worried about. Sure. The thing where frequently used muscles are less likely to gain injuries for them. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a very realistic mechanic, right? If you're swinging a weapon that many times in a day, it's gonna heckin' hurt, you know? It makes sense. The games are always a balance, not always, but especially with a game like this, it's a balance between realism and balance in itself. You know, game balance. Because if everything were hyper realistic, then we might as well not play games and just live real life, right? I don't know. But then simulators exist, I guess. So maybe a moot point. Yeah, I'm going to run the entire length of this field, I think, and just double check it. And then we'll maybe try to get to the car at the top of the road here and see if there's a battery in the radio. Yeah, this trap is just not having a good time. I see you. Zombie of the forest. You shall not pass. Leather coat, though. We'll take that for later. Thank you. Okay, my cabbage is starting to go stale now. The stale cabbage can go inside of the salad. Okay, 73 kilograms. 2 more kilograms to go, and we are officially not underweight anymore. And actually, that will help with the muscle strain as well, in fairness. Yeah, it's nearly 4 a.m., Ben. Holy crap, that's it's either very early or very late, depending on if you've been to bed or not, right? Yeah. It looks like you're off to bed, though. All right, well, thank you for hanging out, and we'll catch you soon. Have an excellent weekend. Yeah, I think mostly around the base, it was only pulling in a couple of stragglers. But yeah, if that alarm had gone off in a house any closer to base, we would have been really screwed, I think. Do you know actually how many kills we should end with today? Really specifically, we should end with 3333. That would be a really nice number, do you not think? 3333 kills. I think it's got to be done. That's another, like, 7 zombies? I'm sure we can find 7 zombies, maybe. All the 3s. Yeah, it'd be a nice number, right? I mean, that is if... Oh, here's one. Speak of the devil. I just need to... Oh, I'm going to move my hot water bottle because my back's hurting now. Everything just hurts today. There we go. Oh, Orbital Strike! I see you on YouTube. I mean, things are in I don't know, things were going good and now they're not. Like, we had an alarm go off, which has kind of screwed up my journey to Phallus Lake. It screwed up my base ever so slightly, but not completely. But apart from that, things are okay. You prefer the 6969? I don't think that's achievable today, though. As nice as that would be. Gosh, they are literally getting pulled all the way here. This is actually mad. Yeah, I specifically need to get the... Uh-oh. Don't you dare bite my groin. I'm watching you. Okay, 2 more zombies. That's it. That's it. 2 more. There is a car on the junction up here. I want to check its radio for a battery because I don't think we actually checked. You rang the dinner bell. I did, Wade. Luckily, I managed to grab the box of garbage bags before I set the alarm off. And honestly, getting to those houses was just worth it for that because that's going to help me out with crafting and carpentry so much. And there's a trailer here as well for future use. There's so many random things in here. I'm actually going to take the lug wrench because that'll be useful. I don't actually think we can get in these cars. I think that's half the issue. But wait, we don't need to get in the cars. I think as long as we have... I don't feel safe doing it right now, but as long as we have like a screwdriver, I think we can just take it out from looking in the front. I need 2 more zombies! Just 2 though. Just 2. No more. No more. Oh, what am I doing? I don't want to do that. Okay, we're still putting on. Come on, where's my 2 zombies? I'm just frightened about pulling in too many from up here if they're hiding in the woods. I need 2 more. Let's run to this side of the field. It's nearly December. 23rd of November, coming on 24th. It's nearly heckin' Christmas. Why is it that when you actually want there to be a zombie, there isn't one? I need 2 more! Just 2 though. How are we doing weight-wise? We're doing good. Let's eat the salad. The non-buttery salad. Okay, here we go, here we go. Here's one, here's one. And there's 2 coming through the tree. Okay, and then I'm not allowed to kill any more. Okay. Right, don't aggro anymore. I'm gonna run back through up here. No more zombies allowed! Why are you gonna ruin my nice number? Okay, trap is still... Oh, why? I'm gonna... Can I remove the bait? Add bait. Oh, it doesn't even have any bait. For feck's sake. Well, it's got cabbage now, so it better catch me a feckin' rabbit before bed. I'll be so pissed now if there's like 1 zombie at my front door that I have to take care of. Yeah, let's just get back in the house. Not aggro anything else for the night. How's my compost doing? Have we got any compost yet? No. So slow. Alright, let's rest up a minute. Make our next salad. Our next stale cabbage salad, everybody. Oh, wait. I don't have any more stale cabbage? Okay. I do! I have some there. So why is it saying I can't put it in? Let me put the stale in. What the hell? There we go, stale. Stale cabbage salad with mallow and lavender is actually going to give us a little bit of happiness. Yeah. Excellent. P. Joe, how's it going? Newt Newt. Newt Newt. How much butter have we got left? We have half a stick. That's it. I'm going to try and save that, I think. Because we should be able to get another stick in-game tomorrow, but just in case we don't. Right, seeds. I want to try and keep hold of the potatoes in case we do need those for kind of emergency bait. We got a punch and chisel set. I guess that's nice for crafting. Selection of items for the cars. Got a lug wrench and a jack ready for when we do mechanics. All we need is a screwdriver, which we do have, and a wrench. I'm pretty sure we have a wrench somewhere, whether it's... Oh, we got 27 nails? Hell yeah. Whether it's here or in one of the other bases around the place. Spear with a steak knife, that can go there. Put the rose hips in there. And then I pretty much want to carry everything else with me, I think. Yeah, let me just take a look at the crafting menu a minute. Oh, I thought I said make a battery then. But it said remove battery. Slightly different. Oh god, what was I going to look for? My brain, I'm having like big brain fog today. Brain is not braining. Why have I come into this menu? Oh, I know what I was going to look up. Like, what do we need to make log stairs? Out of interest. Carpentry level 3. We need an axe. Oh, do I have a ball peen hammer? I don't think I do. Does it have to be a ball peen hammer? Can it not be a regular hammer? Because I want to start plumbing the place. Oh, I have a claw hammer. Twine, 12 uses. We should be able to make some twine. I might have to go back to the other base by the river because I've got some dogbane hemp there. I mean, actually, that might be enough twine in fairness. Is there a variance drop down? There usually is, which is why I was surprised to not see one just there. Okay, that is full. What about the drying rack? The small leather drying rack? Yeah, okay, because this is going to be a kind of priority to make pretty soon. To start drying all that leather. Medium leather drying rack? Oh, we need the small one because we're only needing to dry raccoon leather at the moment. How do I make long sticks again? Sapling. Okay, we need to go collect saplings at some point too. Yeah, I'm just kind of like trying to think ahead, I guess. But yeah, ideally, we can probably plumb this sink. I mean, actually, if I were to log stairs... You can't even pretend to build it to see which way they face, because stairs are a bit funny in Zomboid. We should also... Oh, can't quite plumb the bathroom downstairs, but we can plumb this sink. Which is enough for me. We can put in a staircase and then 2 rain collectors. And then I'll probably put in an extra rain collector outside just for the garden, because come spring I would like to have a garden up and running in here. As in crops. That would be nice. Yeah. Let's go to heckin' bed. Oh, we put on 1.1 kilograms. Excellent. Excellent. And it's snowing. Look at that. Nearly December. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it a little bit earlier today, chat, because I've got a Sainsbury's shop coming at 7 o'clock and I'm actually not feeling amazing. I don't know. I just feel like the energy has been zapped from me today for some bizarre reason. So yeah, I just need to kind of sit and cuddle a hot water bowl for a bit, I think. But despite the alarm, I'm pleased with the progress. I think next week I would like to do some Zomboid. It probably won't be till Thursday, Friday next week though. But I think we'll do more Rat Race because I feel on a roll with it at the minute. We're kind of mixing up what we're doing each stream with it too. We're not just doing the same thing all the time now. So yeah, I guess we work on clearing more of those zombies. But I also want to start thinking about, yeah, preparing for December. Really? Because when December hits in 6 days' time, we're not going to be able to forage anymore. So we want to trap as many rabbits as we can before then and forage as much as we can, essentially. But yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to say goodbye to you guys first. I will be streaming on Monday. We'll probably do a Next Fest demo and we'll be playing Ark on Monday. I don't know exactly what we'll be doing in Ark. Potentially exploring Aberration Cave is on the cards. We will see. But yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, take care. See you guys later.